Spirit fam, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a monthly July message for all of the Tauruses out in the collective. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with every single Taurus out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates from this reading and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I'm a psychic, intuitive, and a spiritual essence coach, and I provide you with guidance, wisdom, and inspiration every other week right here on this channel. Without further ado, Taurus, let's go ahead and dive right into your monthly message. All right, Taurus, you know the drill. This is going to be a 9-card draw, so let's get shuffling. What information and what insight can you offer Taurus this month? All right, Taurus, you are starting out at the 8 of Pentacles. So this means that a lot of you in the collective are really mastering something. You're mastering, a specific skill, something you're very talented in. Maybe some of you are really just hard at work. Maybe you've got a lot of projects going on. I do feel that whatever it is that you are currently working on, okay, this one wants to come out. It is requiring a lot of mental stability on your part. So this is something that's really requiring you to think. And I do feel that this could be something new that you don't 110% feel confident in. And this is why you are developing this skill. This is why you are becoming the master at this specific thing. And so this is important. So this is currently where you are. And I want to point out here that even though you might not feel like you're, you might not feel super confident in this particular skill or this particular talent, other people do see how magically skilled you really are at this specific talent or whatever it is. They do see the beauty, and they do recognize why you are the master at that thing. Okay. Now, here's another thing that I'm going to say. So this 8 of Pentacles of where you currently are, Taurus, if you're someone who does have a specific passion, there is something that you're really excited about, but it's something that you really haven't fully invested in, like you haven't fully invested time and energy into developing the skill for this, then this is Spirit's way of telling you that this month, it's going to be really important for you to truly invest in that. It's going to be important that you really put forth a lot of new energy towards this skill, this talent, something that you are truly passionate about, because it is going to deliver you rewards, right? It is going to benefit you in some way. And it is going to lead you towards something that will potentially fund you in the future. It's something that will grow, it will expand, and it will go from there. Okay. Now, what is your theme this month, Taurus? You have the King of Swords here. Now, this is intellectual energy, and I feel this is energy this month for you is going to be in regards, you really want to be very clear, very precise on what it is you are going to be doing. Also be very mindful of your thoughts. Don't overanalyze, don't overthink, don't overcomplicate anything this month, Taurus. I know that you could be very headstrong and very set in a specific way on how you want things done and how you want things to go. But when I'm looking at the center here vertically, I have the King of Swords with the Page of Wands and the 10 of Cups. So what this is telling me is that you really need to be fully invested in new ideas, new inspirations, and things that emotionally fulfill you, things that emotionally speak to you. So this is why it's going to be important that you don't overthink anything. If you have a new idea, maybe it's in regards to this talent, this skill that you're supposed to be really focusing on this month. This is something that you're really going to need to start putting in some time. The other thing I want to point out here with this King of Swords is that this is really listening to your intuition, listening to that higher aspect, that higher voice. That often gives you the guidance and the inspiration that you need. It will often tell you, you know, what the next step is, or the reasoning behind why this sudden passion or inspiration sort of came about here. I do want to point out that, you know, a King of Swords is very knowledgeable. They have a lot of insight and a lot of information because everything that they have, you know, all of their experiences have led them up to this point. You know, the King of Swords is in charge of their own mind. They're in control of their thoughts. And so this is why I feel this is going to be your theme this month. I really feel that whatever transpires this month, it's going to be something new, something that you probably aren't really expecting. So I feel this is why it's going to be important for you to really be open towards this new skill, this new talent, whatever it might be. Now, what are you accomplishing this month? You have the Queen of Wands here in reversed. Now, Queen of Wand energy is very confident energy, but again, as I mentioned with where you currently are with the Eight of Pentacles, I really feel that whatever, so here's kind of what I'm seeing. I really feel that Spirit is going to present you with an opportunity here with this Page of Pentacles, okay, which is your advice and your encouragement. I really feel that this Page of Pentacles, you know, Spirit is going to be offering you something that you ultimately will get to choose. You will get to choose, is this something that you're going to invest your time and your energy into? What I want you to also kind of get through your head here, Taurus, is that because your theme is the King of Swords, a lot of times when opportunities or experiences are presented to us, we tend to overanalyze and we overthink everything. And it could be that maybe because in your mind, you don't understand or you can't comprehend how taking this opportunity is going to lead you to a specific goal or a specific outcome that you might potentially have in mind. The idea here is that when you trust your intuition and you tune into your inner guidance, you might not see the full picture, but your intuition does. Your intuition can see potential outcomes that you might not even be privy to, that ultimately by taking this particular opportunity will prevent you from experiencing something further down the line that you're not aware of, right? And you have to kind of get to this point here with this Queen of Wands in reverse. You have to get to this point where you're going to do something not because you want the fame or you want the fortune or you want to be recognized for it, but because you love it. And when I see Queen of Wands energy, I'm really seeing, you know, that heart, that wholehearted living, someone that's very passionate about what they're doing and they do it wholeheartedly and they allow themselves to be seen authentically and they share that spark with the world, okay? And I feel this is what you're accomplishing. You're not 150% there yet. You're still trying to find your own inner voice, your own inner confidence here to really allow your authenticity to shine through here. So that is what you are accomplishing. Now, what do you need to avoid, Taurus? You have the Seven of Pentacles. Now, I feel that what you're avoiding this month is, you know, avoid the tendency that you might have to nitpick all of your, you know, accomplishments or all of the things that you are currently going through or experiencing or any opportunities that might be presented to you. When a Seven of Pentacles really shows up, it gives us an opportunity to sort of contemplate, to sort of take a step back and really evaluate, you know, is my work, is the energy that I'm putting into something really providing me with what I feel it's supposed to provide me? You know, am I really getting something out of it here? Now, here's what's interesting, because when I look at your cards here in the past, I have the Eight of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. This really tells me here that whatever skill, whatever talent that you ultimately want to do, in your mind, you sort of feel that it isn't going to be rewarding. And you're kind of mourning you're kind of mourning the loss of not being able to actually, put forth or taking this step towards this thing that you're wanting to really, work on and become a master of. I feel like you've kind of put it to rest a long time ago without really asking yourself, like really asking your higher self, is this really what I want? Because I feel like deep down inside, that by allowing yourself to fully immerse yourself into this skill and this talent, and that you become the master of this thing, that it is going to fulfill you in so many ways. It's going to give you that spiritual and emotional fulfillment that you have not received in any other thing that you have done here, Taurus. So I feel that what you need to avoid is like looking at things from a very pessimistic or a very negative, like don't look at things so limited. I feel like that is ultimately the thing, because I want you to understand that, you always get something, right? When you actually put forth energy into nurturing and caring for a tree, it always grows in some form or fashion. And how it grows determines will really truly show you how much energy and effort was actually put into it here, Taurus. So I feel that what you need to avoid is number one, this. Don't pick your fruit too early, right? And don't throw in the towel. Don't just automatically assume that something isn't going to take off, or that it isn't going to be fulfilling, or that it isn't going to give you what your heart is desiring. So I feel that's what you need to avoid here. Now, what do you need to embrace? You have the Page of Wands. Now, this is like new energy. Page of Wands energy is about a new adventure, new inspiration, sort of changing courses, moving in a new direction. And this is what you're needing to embrace. I feel that whatever thoughts that you might have had in regards to not fulfilling your dream, or whatever you sort of decided, that's not my path, that's not where I need to go, and you sort of mourn that loss, you need to sort of evaluate where you are and sort of see how many opportunities, how many times it's actually presented itself to you. And it's going to present itself to you one more time. And at this point, you're going to have to choose. Do you want to go on this new adventure, or do you want to continue living very unfulfilled in your life, not knowing what could have been, right? So this is what you're needing to embrace. A Page of Wands is full of going, allowing whatever comes to come, and you go with the flow. I want to point out that wand energy is really about taking action here. And when you really allow yourself to go with the flow of the rhythm of life and the rhythm of what presents itself, you could have so many more experiences than you would have ever gone through. So this is what you're needing to embrace. Now, what is the obstacle? Okay, you have the Knight of Pentacles here as your obstacle. And I feel that this ultimately, what it's saying is that this obstacle is about wanting to reap your rewards a lot quicker than normal, and also about your consistency. So because I feel that you tend to give up on yourself way quicker, or you tend to want to pick the fruit before it's even ripe, this is where the obstacle comes in, right? The Knight of Pentacles is a very loyal and consistent energy, where they consistently do the same thing every single day, because in their mind, they know that they're going to have what it is that they need for the future. Now, I want to point out that the Knight of Pentacles is really about legacy energy. It's really about our far future. It's not about like our immediate future. So the one thing that you really have to ask yourself here is whatever obstacle you face that pertains to you going on this new adventure, going in this new direction, you really have to ask yourself, do I want to experience something new and see what potentials or what synchronicities could come from this new experience? And can I work towards that to be able to create more freedom in my future? Right? Because I feel like we all want that. We all say that we want more money, that we want more, we want a better job. But the reality is that if you really sat down and you really asked yourself, what is it that your heart is really asking for? What is it truly searching for? What does it feel like to you as to what it's really asking you for? And for a lot of people, it's freedom. It's the freedom to do whatever you want, whenever you want, with no restrictions. And this is what you're really needing to focus on. So understand that whatever obstacle comes up, you really have to ask yourself, am I willing to put forth energy and effort so that I can have all of the freedom that my heart desires in the far future, right? Because this is really about creating a legacy, creating your path for that far future. So this is the obstacle. Now, what is your support? You have the 5 of Cups. Your support is understanding and knowing that even though you might have tried this particular skill or talent and it didn't succeed in the beginning, stop assuming that you will have the same experience. Your support is recognizing that even when it presents itself again, you can have a different experience as long as you emotionally invest in your thoughts and have that high hope and that high anticipation that your experiences will be different. With the 5 of Cups, it's often that phrase, crying over spilled milk. But the understanding is that if this woman would just forget that if she would take her focus off of the 2 cups that she's lost, she would recognize that there are more cups behind her. There are more cups behind her that she could easily pick up and continue moving forward, right? But I feel like a lot of times when something doesn't happen for us, we tend to focus on that. We tend to focus on the loss and the despair and the grief of losing something instead of recognizing that there's potential in front of you as long as you leave the past in the past and continue to move forward. So this is your support. Your support is really leave the past in the past and it's time for you to move forward. Because once you do, your action is really going to be the 10 of Cups. Looking at all of the things that surround you, that fulfill you, that make you happy, that bring you joy, that make you feel loved and nurtured and appreciated. So Taurus, this is your action. Your action is to really be present and in the moment and to really look at your life from a very loving perspective. Look at all of the beauty that surrounds you and allow yourself to really be immersed in that space of being loved, nurtured, and supported. Now, what is your advice and your encouragement? Page of Pentacles. Again, this is about Spirit really offering you an opportunity where you will get to decide what you decide to do with this opportunity when Spirit presents it to you can either help you or it can hinder you, right? Don't really, I feel this is like it's Spirit's really wanting to say don't squander this opportunity because an opportunity might not come back again, right? The Spirit only presents us with opportunities every so often that are of the same kind, right? Because at some point, the more that you refuse it, they're not going to send you that kind of energy again. So it's important for you to really continue to hold that vision, continue to hold that dream of what it is that you are desiring, because the more that you continue to hold that, when it's presented to you, you'll be able to then harness that and harness it in the physical so that you could make that dream become a reality. And I feel that that's important here, Taurus, because yes, you have an Ace of Cups, which means this is a new opportunity for you to feel loved, to feel supported, to feel nurtured, and to feel abundant and prosperous in something that you love that is very fulfilling for you, which then could potentially lead into partnerships with the Two of Cups, right? Maybe potentially, you really focusing on your gift, your talent, and really allowing yourself to take this opportunity will then present itself where you will actually be able to partner with someone and allow this to grow, which will then help you continue to be consistent in that energy, which then will transform you into this Queen of Cups energy, which is the divine feminine essence of being loved, admired, nurtured, and supported. So this is an absolutely beautiful message for you here, Taurus. I absolutely love this. Let's go ahead and see what additional information Spirit has for you here. What additional information and insight can you offer Taurus this month, Spirit? What additional information and insight can you offer Taurus this month? Additional information and insight. Okay, I think this one wants to come out. Okay, we have number 32, Divine Masculine. Okay, I'm going to just point out right now here that Divine Masculine energy is really about taking action. And I want to point out that your heart, the heart of your reading, is the Page of Wands, which is really about putting forth action and intentions towards this new adventure, these new desires and new inspirations that are going to be presenting themselves to you. So let's go ahead and see what 32 Divine Masculine says in the book. Okay, so Divine Masculine is the light that supports desire and inspires action. Everything has its purpose. You will not always understand what the purpose of something is. However, it is someone's creation, and that is to be respected. If you don't like it, let it be the inspiration to create something more aligned with your soul's purpose. Consider all areas of your life and reevaluate any part that may not be working. You can be your own father by respecting your ideas and providing a way for them to manifest. You are a master of your own making. So now is the time to recognize your inner strength and motivation and to be the leader of your thoughts and emotions instead of a follower. Stand your ground, regain your self-respect, pick yourself up and dust yourself off. This is not a time to force against or try to control external forces. This is a time for disciplining the way that you focus and what you think about so that you can create your dreams. Taurus, this is an absolutely beautiful message. I feel that this really matches up with what the Tarot showed for you today. Again, I really want you to understand that you are going to be presented with an opportunity here where Spirit is really inviting you to really listen to your heart. Take up this new opportunity and allow it to inspire you to create better things for your future. So Taurus, I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Namaste, guys.